Greetings, hello everyone, welcome. Saturday evening, still a little bit light, so spring is finally upon us a little bit. We're trying a new lighting thing tonight because the cameras are just bare pain in the bum, aren't they? We get them to fixed, we get them working one way, and then we switch them back on again and we can't get them to work again the same way. So now we've killed the top lights and I'm working under less light. But I think we've actually got quite a nice picture. Good evening, Mr. Stander. Good evening, Rattler. And Rattler says good evening to all of you. Hello, everyone. Yes, we are painting again Marvel United tonight. I had an email from the dreaded Games Workshop saying that my delivery was going to be delayed because of something. So I should expect it whenever. So at the evenings, Mr. Fairbrother. I will just carry on with doing some very cool Marvel stuff, which, to be completely honest, I really enjoy. Hi, King Kev. How you doing, bruv? And this is kind of King Kev's set of figures that I'm kind of painting. Hello, beautiful. She's saying hi to all you lot as well. Yeah, I'm really enjoying this. I think it made what happened there now.
That's what I'm just trying to work out.
What's the bingy bongs?
Wave your hand under top down. No, it's all good.
It's all good.
Don't worry about the bingy bongs.
I'm not worrying. There's a lot of bingy bongs going on with the computer. It's got gremlins.
Yeah.
It has, isn't it? It's got gremlins. Evening, Mr.
D Junior.
D Junior, Mr. Delapina Junior.
Oh,
I suppose I am.
You are a junior.
I suppose I am. I am a junior. I'm not going to phone my mum tonight. I do normally do that on a Saturday, but I haven't pre-warned her.
Yeah.
And I can't do that because that's just some private family business. She'll want to talk about stuff that's not suitable for airing live on the internet. Hey, Al. Yeah. So next week, if we're on, hello, Mrs. Rasta. Yes, hi. Blue Galaxy, what's up? I missed you. Hi, hun. And thank you for subbing. You subbed when we were off when I wasn't speaking, but thank you very much. So shall we go to Split so we can show them what we're painting? So, look at my nice clean desk.
Yes, he has indeed.
I've sent some of my art. He has. Mr. D Senior is a Mr. Protec. Do you know what? I don't know if he is senior, to be honest. I think I'm senior. I think I'm older than Lee. Am I older than Lee? You need to Facebook stalk him, please, and find out when Lee was born. Okay, so we're carrying on. The picture's all right? Is it quite? I'll get you a painted one. I think the picture's all right. I think the colours are okay. We're always going to struggle with the green. I mean, this green's not so bad, this military green, but you know the Hulk green. There's no amount of whatever, but it don't look too bad tonight, and we ain't got the strobe in. So I've got a few more that I've jumped ahead on. So we got this guy who I've started to do a little bit to the arm, and I'll talk about this thing. I'm going to try. It's a bit of an experiment, and to continue with the theme, I've base coated Ultron in this weird colour, which I'm going to talk to you about in a minute. I'm going to try something. I don't know if it's going to work. And if it doesn't, it'll crash and burn live on stream. But it normally works, right, when we paint these. I've also got, in the background, War Machine, because I'm going to do something similar. These are all going to just be two metal characters, so I want to do something. That noise is freaking me out, Mr. Bruce.
I can't stop it.
I've just grey primed Vision. And if Mr. Dalton does show up in stream, I'm going to speak to him about what base colours, because he's kind of like this weird greeny blue and this purple red colour, some yellows, bit of orange. I don't know exactly. So I've got to speak to him. And I've got Hawkeye, just because I had some black primer. But we're not going to do all four. I'm not even going to think about it. They're on the side, and I've got some more over there. So we are going to be painting these for a bit. But I think they make a great... they're kind of nice and quick, because we did pretty much a whole figure last stream, even though it was half of one and half of this. It kind of amounted to one, right? Evening, Mr. Giant. Is the stream high enough so you don't bump your head? I heard you had a nice day out round my mother-in-law's, eating cheese bread, casproche. I need some of that in my life. Right, let's talk to you what I'm doing. So what I've done, I'm going to put my old man glasses on, is Ultron's base coat. I made up this colour. Is Captain Rex not in the chat? That's kind of sad. He's normally here. Makes me sad when he's not. It makes me worry a little bit too. I made up this colour of somber grey and gunmetal because I kind of want to do a non-metallic metallics, but with metallic in it, if that makes any sense. It's the colour of their names that I struggle to see. Clasp brooches are nice. They are nice. He's here. Mr. Dalton's here. Or Pups is here. Hi, Captain Rex. How's the missus? So I made up this colour and I got like this. It is metallic, but it's kind of got this kind of more grey in it. So that we can, I don't know, try and do something like non-metallic metallics. Then I've gone in with a little bit of almost gunmetal, and I've brushed, as I've done the base coat, I'll show you, I've like brushed the undersides of certain points that are going to be in shadow with the more neat gunmetal, you know, working at the shade. And then I'm going to work up, going to lighten this mix. We're going to make a whole new one, a whole new batch of this. That's what I've started here. And I'm going to work up, add in some blue and silver and then white, and kind of paint like that. So we'll start with this, right, as an experiment piece with his arm. So let me mix up a batch of the base colour and then I can lighten off of that. So gunmetal, so a metallic and a pastel paint. It's a bit of an experiment. We'll see what happens. Let's get at this brush. So how are you all? Have you got any eventful news to tell me? How was your week, etc, etc? So I've got a mix between the two. I'm going to get some... Oh wow! I'm going to get some proper blue to one side and some silver over here as well. Come out without destroying the palette. I've got to poke it. Okay, that's better. How comes you quit your job, Paul? Because he's an accountant and he got bored. Okay, let's. So you can see I already started a little bit because this was pure. You can see underneath is pure gunmetal. So I started a little bit with a grey, but this is a bit lighter already. I'll add a little bit more of that somber grey. And I'm going to follow kind of the pattern, and then I'm going to, as I get lighter, a lot lighter than this in fact, I'm going to start doing some kind of little lines and playing with it. Oh, some big speech there, Alex. I need you reading for me, bro.
Yep. Did you read the...
I read nothing. I read about he quitted his job.
Right, he quit his job yesterday, and then Blue Galaxy says she got sick off the second jab. Which is not great.
Blue, how have you managed to have two jabs? How little apart did you have them? Because you kind of waited long. That's amazing. You've had two jabs.
Mark Fairbrother says, bit bummed out. Found out I'm not going back to work for another 5 weeks after spending the last 2 days preparing to go back.
Yeah, I saw something about that, Mark.
Mr. Stander says, boss is an absolute insert non-stream appropriate word.
Okay.
Fed up with his bullying.
Good for you. Don't take it.
And Ulfric said, I've had my first 2 days back at work. Now I have my boot on.
Was it good to get out of the house, Ulfric? I bet you it was.
I was manoeuvring around with a boot.
Yeah, and how's that? have you cosplayed your broken leg thing to make it look like an Iron Man leg or something?
He says yes. It's good to be back.
Okay, so I'm going to add some silver. Into this.
He says no, he hasn't made his boot into a cosplay yet. Oh, that's it. You just
because that's what he does, right?
Yeah, but make it all cybernetic so it looks like he's got one power lifter boot on.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, that'd be wicked. Blue Galaxy says it's going fast here. It was sick 2 days, but I'm all good now.
Okay, good.
That's good news.
It is strange that you got sick from the second dose, though, because normally if it doesn't do anything to you on the first, the second one it shouldn't. But look, you've got them, and that's the main thing. So you're safe ultimately. I've had one. Al's had none because he's young and expendable.
Yeah.
That's the way I see it, Al.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, it's more the fact that you're less likely to die because your body's dust. What is it? What is it? My body's rotten.
My body's rotten.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice, Al. Thanks for that. It's more that you're old and your body is nearly dust, everyone. That's what he just said to me. So as I'm starting to put these lighter colours, I'm going to leave little patches of my darker colour. Because remember, I'm painting this like this cartoon style, so I want to leave. In fact, what we'll do is Kev has sent us a load of artwork, and what we'll do throughout the stream, we won't do it all at once. We're going to, bit by bit, we're going to put up these pictures of this artwork, and this is not like models that he's painted, these are proper pictures that he's drawn, and especially the ones that are got a very cartoony theme. Well, anything that he's coloured, in fact, if you look at the way that Kev's coloured it in that drawing, you will see the kind of thing I'm trying to do as I'm painting these miniatures. So Al's going to get something he likes up first, or whatever.
I'm going to put my favourite one up first.
Your favourite? Don't you think that's a bit rich to start with your favourite?
No, because my favourite isn't necessarily everybody, but it's very much me.
Okay. I think you could probably even make that bigger if it's really easy to do that, but if not, that's so cool. Look at that. You see that Boba Fett in the corner?
Yeah.
I've got the original of that drawing. I think this might be a bit of a mash-up of some of Kev's stuff. This is pretty amazing. Can you see the colouring? Oh, you were quick with that, man.
No, yeah.
You were too quick. Can you see how, like, look at the way he's put the colour into Boba and the way he's used that colour to create shadow, light and dark. The same on the spaceship, exactly the same. Look at that, that's non-metallic metallic on the spaceship. Look how pretty he's done that with the blues and the black and the yellow, which you wouldn't think. That's really nice, so good. So good. Okay. So you can all drool over that, and Al's going to get you another one or two, like, bit by bit.
I'm just going to read the chat for a second.
Yeah.
Johnny Six has appeared.
Hello, Mr. Six. Do you know what, Mr. Six? I told a story about you yesterday to my daughter. Isn't that funny? And you've appeared. I need you here soon, Johnny, when it's legally allowed.
Next up is Mr. Sun says, just because what Alex said was harsh doesn't mean it's untrue, he's just taking shots at you. Terminator says, received your parcel in the post yesterday, young George. Thank you very much, it's most appreciated.
You are most welcome, Mr. Terminator. I hope you enjoy what I put in there. I didn't have a massive selection, but you can just have a play with those. He knows what I'm talking about.
Ratner says, got my second jab on the 1st of May.
Oh, wow.
Captain Rex says, hello world, how are you all doing?
Captain, I was asking about you a minute ago. How is your lovely lady, Mrs. Rex?
Rattler says, got my young, healthy missus, her first jab 2 weeks ago, as there is no waste scheme at the hospitals.
It's very good.
Captain Rex says he loves the way the pen looks in the drawing.
Yeah, it was all amazing, but I don't know what he means.
Mr. Stander says he can't wait till the 17th. I don't really know what's happening then. Little Camo 2005. That is one of the young councils.
Hello, little Camo.
Who drew that? That's Kevin Bellamy drew that. Johnny says, hope it was a good story. No? Oh right, okay. And then Kev says, I've been to the doctors this week about my sleep. Oh, I know that word.
Apnea.
That's the one.
Go on.
He's given me a questionnaire to fill out. Apparently I need my partner to fill out one as well, so I'm looking for a woman on doctor's orders. I did ask if I could get one on prescription. Captain Rex says she's doing well, thank you. Another couple of weeks at most.
Excellent.
Positive news. And then we have the other mini council. So
we got mini and medium.
yeah, so the big council, that's the younger council, is Little Camo.
Okay.
I'm not even going to pronounce that because it's like a Japanese name. It's Justin.
Okay. This is good. Welcome.
Cool. And now, more artwork.
And now a bit more of Kev's fantastic artwork.
So this is a different vibe.
Oh, wow!
Yeah.
I love that. It looks a bit like me. Put a beard on it, Kev. And big eyebrows, and it's me, man.
Dreads.
It's got dreads. What's wrong with you? Look at it properly.
Oh yeah, it does. Yeah, that's true. It's a wicked picture.
What are you laughing at? What are they saying? Come on, Nanny.
So Mark Fairbrother told me how to pronounce Justin's name, Shiroka, apparently, which I'm sure is right. Terminator says they're awesome. Mr. Stander says that they're sweet. Captain Rex nearly swore on stream. He says outstanding work. Kev says there's a chance that some of these artworks are older than I am. Yeah. It's turned into the Kevin show.
Yeah, but I love that. I love that.
Kev ran to draw for a day, it'd be wicked. In fairness, the best thing that I've drawn was under Kev's instructions, wasn't it?
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to add some white.
Right. Now I think we're going to take a different route into Kev's artwork.
Are we getting a new... Oh, I love that. That's my sort of art.
Yeah.
I love that.
It was the second I saw it, I was like, that's definitely a you thing. Oh no, what's going on? Lord. Don't panic. Don't panic. It's fine. Cool, the computer nearly fell over.
The computer nearly died.
Yeah, in fact it's in trouble.
What do you mean?
It's currently frozen for me.
Really?
But you're still painting, so it's okay. The cameras are still working, I'm just locked out of being able to do anything for a second.
Okay. Should I be panicking?
No, definitely do not panic. Life's good, it's all fixed. Don't worry about
Is it back now?
Kind of, yeah.
Oh, you know I can tell when you're lying, even if I'm not looking at you.
It's alright, I got it. It's fixed. It was just... The internet has been suffering for some reason over the past week or so. Alright, what kind of theme should we go for now? That's something a bit different. In fact, we have a similar art style to this in our kitchen, don't we? So go.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did that layer that I won. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I do remember that. No, I'm in this set up in the house. Might want to move away from the microphone. Can hear you breathe.
Can you? The microphone's not moved. I'll move the microphone behind there.
Yeah. Unless that's not us breathing and somebody's breathing down your neck behind you and you haven't noticed yet.
Yeah, thanks Al for that.
Not difficult to have stuff older than Alex. I'm sure some of my underpants are older than him. Damn, you need to go shopping, my dude.
Who's that? It's got old
Mr.
underpants.
Stander.
Now, Paul, you don't, like underpants are not something you should have a long time.
Commodity.
No, that's why they're brought regularly for you by girlfriends as a hint to buy new underpants, man. Don't stop wearing those grey ones. And underpants as well. I think it's just a bad call, Paul. You need to switch up to like a trunk now, or
Brief.
a brief. A brief is a pant, right?
Yeah.
No, that's probably Paul's bag.
Right. Yeah. Just a pair of boxers, man. Like most for people. Captain Rex says could have been a professional graphic artist. Kev.
Yeah,
I
Kev.
mean, yeah, he could have. He chose teaching instead, didn't he?
He chose to give back. He's like,
Kev says this is one that I did on an A0 canvas acrylic painting at work.
Which is that one?
Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
Multiple people. Well, A0 is the paper size I'm going to go with. Acrylic is a medium, and
No, I'll get that. I thought the A0 meant more than that.
right. Yeah. No, I'm pretty sure it's the size of paper. I think, even though it's not paper, I guess. All right. What else should we have a stab at? That one. Nice. This one will be quite clear with the colouring, the same way that applies to what you're doing with these Marvel United models. This one's like a group of them.
Yeah, I love it. Kev's bunny. Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
I love the colouring as well.
It's got a giant dreadnought just there.
But what's it's just a dreadnought. I thought there was something special driving it. I thought it was a crazy cartoon character.
Like a Hello Kitty dreadnought.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kev says this one's his favourite. I like this. I like to see pages of artwork with just loads of different bits on it.
So I'm doing a bit of a Bob Ross and going back with some dark.
Alright, we're going to go something different. Kev can draw in a couple different styles, can't he?
Yeah.
So, let's just read the chat for a second. That's my favourite, that's awesome, Johnny says. Oh well, that's amazing, Blue Galaxy said. Love the colours, Johnny says. A0 size is 1.29 metres by 0.84 metres.
That's big.
Yeah. It's got to be centimetres, right? Not metres. Surely.
Say the measurements again.
1.29 metres.
Yeah.
By 0.84 metres.
No. It's 4 foot by like 3 foot.
It's like a table. It's huge. Captain Rick says, do you start with a loose idea before sketching out the final piece, or just go straight for it all at once? Johnny Six says, how much to do some cool art on the inside of my man cave? He's put 84.1 centimetres times 118.9 centimetres. More measurements. Okay. Are we ready for Kev's next art style?
We are ready for Kev's next art style.
Here we go. It's like a more 90.
Some monsters.
Well,
And a C-3PO face and a bit of Chewie, I think.
Yeah, I think that's a hollow chess table. You know, those are the little monsters that fight each other.
Yeah. Yeah, well spotted.
And then, like, obviously, you always let the Wookiee win, right?
You always let the Wookiee win.
But can't C-3PO afford to have his arms torn off?
He can. You are right. That
so
is.
He's probably the only one that can beat a Wookiee, right?
Okay, I kind of like that. Adding that pastel and then a bit of white to it. Took that silver to a different place. And then I just put in a few little spots of dark back where I wanted that I'd gone over. It's definitely something different. And as I've gone up on like the buckles on that leading edge, because I want stronger light source, I've even pulled the white into the silver. I actually really like that. Let's put the red on the star and it'll make it pop. Okay, Mephiston red. It's like Take Heart. It is. I need a little like plasticine friend. Morph. Oh, you remember Morph?
Yeah, man.
Do you remember Morph because of Take Heart, or do you remember Morph because of like a Morph show?
No, he was on this.
Take Heart.
Yeah,
with Tony Hart, little old man with blonde hair.
Because part of me thinks that he was on. It might be. Yeah. I think I was watching the same program.
Or maybe
it was definitely an art program, but I don't know whether they
just
put Morph into like our Art Attack. Or
right.
Whether,
Yeah.
I
don't think it was Take Heart, because I think he was dead by then.
Yeah, I mean the Art Attack guy died as well.
Yeah, they don't think he's dead. They think he's like Elvis and he's hiding somewhere.
Once I ran the London Marathon in a Morph suit.
Who did?
Mr. Stander.
Cool, man.
Yeah, I mean I googled it in a second to tell you if Morph was in there.
Have we found out who's older out of me and Dalton?
No,
one of you lot. Go and Facebook stalk Dalton and find out what year he was born, please.
There's a rumour that Neil from Art Attack is Banksy.
Yeah, I agree, and he's hiding. I just added in a bit of black to my red. Just for, I want to darken a corner.
Right. Here is another piece. It's quite cute. The colouring on this is phenomenal.
Love that. What colours are there, Al? Because I'm colourblind, mate.
They're all like
purples and purples. Yeah. I can't see. Yep.
It's wicked how like all the details and the scales. Lee is a couple of years older than me. Oh, that's great. Now somebody stalk Johnny and find out how.
That doesn't help, Johnny. When were you born?
Rasta, if you're not 50 yet, you're younger than Dalton.
Dalton's not 50.
Johnny says that he's older than you are.
Dalton's not 50.
Lee is 2 months younger than Kev. Right, how old's Kev?
Why can't anyone just answer the question?
Well, Kev's older than I am.
Kev's
right?
older than me. I know Kev's older than me.
Kev's 48. Johnny's 48.
Okay.
Rich is about 40. So we can work it out from there.
No one knows how old Rich is because of the beard. He could be any age. He could be 70. He could be 12.
Yeah.
No one knows.
What's Lee's middle name? I can't find it. And I can find him.
Sexy Pants Dalton. That's right.
Young Camsell says his dad's actually 64. I mean, makes sense.
Whose dad's 64?
Camsell.
Would you know who your father is, though? That's the real question. Camsell. That's what, you know. We've had this discussion before. I remember at a tournament.
Lee says he is younger, honest.
Lee who?
Dave said, no, we've established that he's adopted. Dalton was born in 72.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay, he's 4 years older. He's not 50 then.
I thought he was only 2 years older.
He's 49.
74, you know?
Are you going to get a slap?
I think Rich is either 38 or 39.
Who said that?
Terminator, you're encroaching on the truth and we don't appreciate that.
So pull that little...
Yeah, round it up to 40, there you go.
Okay, and now I'm going to start doing some highlights on the clothes.
I think that we still have more.
You think we still have what? Let me get a drink.
More artwork. I saved it all. It's just finding it in the folders. Yeah, of course.
What colour is everyone's names in the chat, Al?
So let's have a look.
Most of the names, apart
Majority are orange, purple, and green.
Okay. So, like, if any of you guys fancy changing your name colours to purple,
Yeah.
please do. Because I really struggle to see your names because I'm colourblind against what we end up painting on. Maybe I should put a different background, right? I mean, that don't help either. Look, what I need that. See this colour. I struggle to see all the names that ain't purple on this colour. No idea how to change name colours. There is a way.
Rich says, I swear to God, I'll put both of you up for adoption again.
Yeah, but no one will have them now, Rich. No one will have them. Even Madonna would turn them down.
I'm pink. Mark Fairbrother says, so if Lee is 49 and you are under 50, you will be younger than Dalton.
Yeah, alright, okay. I understand. But I might have been older just by a matter of months.
Yeah.
And I could have still been 49, Mark, if you really want to be pedantic about it.
Yeah, unless there's no idea how to change name colours. I wonder if James is in the chat.
James is not in the chat. He's wrestling a man with a golf club and a chainsaw on Piccadilly train station, probably. Yeah. Please have more black. Yay. See, if you tap a pot when it's empty, it finds extra paint. Okay, so I've got my trusty sombre grey and my black. I'm starting off quite dark and not all of it at all. But this chest area is going to be much lighter. You'll see in a minute as we get to it. So this bit I'll block in with all the colours right past. But I still want to make the rest of it look black.
So there's between 11 million and 18 million people in front of me.
What do you mean?
To get my vaccine.
Was that in the chat?
No, I just looked it up on the calculator. Oh, great. So I should receive my first dose of my vaccine on my birthday. Solid.
That's good. That's a good present, Al.
The government are giving me.
That's a good present. Don't normally get nothing from them.
Yeah. Right, apparently you click the cogwheel next to the chat button, then click edit, and then just change the colour that you to purple.
You don't have to, everyone. But if you could, if you didn't mind.
Captain Rex made it pink.
Yeah, look at all those names. See, I can see those.
Pink is the colour, Captain, Mr. Stander says. statement like that would prompt me to change it to the furthest away from pink possible.
That would be light green, and I can't see that.
Yeah.
So don't do that. I mean, you shouldn't feel uncomfortable because you have no sexual orientation because you're a robot. Remember that.
Yeah.
You're just programmed for nannying and protection.
That's all I ever do.
Okay.
How do I do it? Dave is asking.
How'd you do
Apparently
it?
you just click on the little chat settings button and then chat appearance, change the colours, font size, timestamps, readable colours. Okay. Some weird stuff. Nice.
It is a bit hard to pick up, but you can see this very, very dark grey. And there's parts where I'm not going under because I want that shadow to fall. I'm trying to paint with the shadow. Kind of light coming from this side down.
Another piece of Kev's artwork.
That's all hand coloured as well, yeah, with pencils
Yeah.
and pen. Look at it, look how nice that is. Love the colours.
Right, we're looking at 2 more remaining bits of artwork.
I think I know what one of them is. I'm looking forward to one of them.
Okay. So we start with this one, I think. Yes, it was. This is just cool.
Speak up a bit, I'm sure they can't hear you.
Ah.
By the way, can you still hear me breathing? So I'm painting a line as well down this arm. You'll see as I go through the greys, I'll pull it out. It's a really simple way of painting something like this. Okay, we'll start adding more grey.
There it is. Daft Duck.
I love Daft Duck. Daffy Duck. I love Daffy Duck. It's very good, Kev.
We are on to the final piece of art. And it's another one that I just like a lot.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I adore that, Kev. I love that, right? So when you draw, and I can see what's happening is Kev's drawing, and Kev wants to get it finished before he can be bothered to finish what he needs to finish before he starts to finish it. If you know what I mean. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
She's like, no, I've got to pen it now. Now I'm going to colour it before I finish it. I'm going to keep jumping ahead. I love that. That's cool.
Very cool.
Yeah, absolutely beautiful, Kev. I think that might be my favourite.
Yeah. That's why I saved it till last for you.
Okay. Thank you, Kev.
Father is getting gassed over 4 grey hairs.
Who is?
Cancel.
Grey hairs make you look distinguished, small child.
Dave says, I don't even know what to say. He was fully dancing around because of 4 grey hairs. Mr. Stander says you wait until you go, till it's downstairs going grey.
Why is there hair there, Paul? It's not hygienic.
Kev says it's been so long since I've done any drawing. You're welcome.
Thank you for sharing, dude. Yeah. Really appreciate that. And I'm sure everyone enjoyed looking at your art.
Mark Fairbrother has changed his colour. So it does look like everybody's changed their colours to be better colours.
Thank you, everyone. It really helps.
Johnny's trying to change his colour currently. I just don't think there is a
I don't think there is a what?
I don't think there is a black, and then he just dropped an F-bomb in the chat.
Johnny Cannon. Can we take Spondoolies away from him? We could, but what? You're feeling too generous?
No, he knows where we live.
He does know where we live. Just because he's a man mountain doesn't mean we should fear him.
Oh, I don't fear him.
We have access to chicken, and chicken can subdue him. And while he's eating chicken, you give him Kraken. And when you give him Kraken, after Kraken, he gets sleepy. And he falls asleep. And when he's asleep, that's when he's weak. And that's when you have to grab him by the tail and put him in a bag. I know how to subdue a Johnny. It's fine.
See, I was just thinking that I could do without there being another hurricane. Mr. Stander says I'm waiting for the biggest hug on the 17th from Johnny. Johnny says good luck with that theory. James says, didn't Johnny nearly kill somebody by giving him a friendly hug? Richie C says that's because rum is proven to help sleep.
Is it?
Well,
is that
after
just
you drink enough rum, you go to sleep, don't you?
I mean, after you drink enough of anything, you go to sleep.
I say the results are inconclusive and we've got to drink a large amount of rum now.
What, right now?
Yeah, to prove the point.
Right now on stream?
Yeah.
No, you're right. We'll do another late nighter one day. No one needs to see me drunk again in any hurry. See what's happening with around painting. We're getting this effect now. What?
Johnny says, I wished I had squeezed harder, to be honest.
Dude, I love you for that.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Mr. Stander says, my oldest son bought me a Stormtrooper decanter.
Oh, I like it.
Richie C says, I've got one of those and the glasses to go with it. Mr. Stander says, I don't have the glasses, but do need to fill mine with rum. How's that Darth Vader ice mold working out for you, Rich?
See, they're writing and you're not reading because you're drawing. I'm going to show everyone what you're drawing in a minute, Alex, if you don't behave.
I missed two things. Problem with Stormtrooper decanter is often I miss the glass. And Rich says, my dad bought me the 3 Wise Stormtroopers for Christmas. They're from the same studio that makes the decanter.
The 3 Wise Stormtroopers.
Yeah.
I like that. I like what they did there. Did they come on land speeders across the Jutland wastes?
Did they come bearing gifts?
Did they come bearing quarter portions?
Mr. Stander says he's been busy painting more World War 11 ships.
World War 11?
Yeah. Need to slow down or I run out of things to paint in 3 weeks. Then I will actually have all my days free. Well, painting shouldn't be a chore, right?
Well, no, it shouldn't be a chore, but I do understand of the fear of running out of things, because I feel about, when there's no potential, I have Lego to build if I need to build Lego. You know what I mean now?
Yeah.
You notice there's always one in waiting.
Yeah, well, that's it.
But when I get to I've got none in waiting, I do start to cluck a bit.
Yeah, well, it's like the occasional, just poly bag sitting around.
Yeah, that's enough.
For rainy days.
That's enough, like the occasional little tiny quick build.
Yeah, little interceptor or something.
Yeah, it don't matter.
It's a V-wing this month.
It is. Next month's a big month, man.
Yeah.
So much good stuff next month.
I got a Space Marine repulsor tank about 60% done. Feel like I've been painting it forever.
Who's that?
That is Mark Fairbrother.
I don't actually know what that is,
It's one of those big floating Land Raiders.
Okay. Thanks, Al.
No worries.
Floating Land Raider. Yeah. I've got to be honest, stuff like that, for me, I really don't like where that went with Games Workshop and that design of things.
My Blood Bowl team is only about 40% done, but has been sidelined for a couple of months whilst I've been having fun with these warships. Mark Fairbrother says, "Oh look, it's a 49-year-old Protec."
Is it Mr. Dalton?
Yeah.
Hello, darling. How are you? I hope you, as well, guys, you're all going over and watching Mr. Dalton's stream when we're not streaming. I have forgotten to say that lately, but you should be. Get over there.
Sorry, I've been snowed under.
Who's that? Lee.
Lee,
you don't have to say sorry, dude. I never catch your stream. I'm always doing something on the nights you stream. Don't be silly at all. Thank you for even showing up, man. I'll send you a picture soon of something I want to paint. I just got need a bit of colour advice. You know you're the colour master. Lee has all the paints. I'm not doing much on the back at all. It's all about this front angle. Going up well up now.
it's Mr. D Senior. Didn't snow that hard, mate. Wash. Captain Rex says, "I've just bought up 4 Skirgs and 2 Hawks from a guy selling his X-Wing collection, plus 2 Mando and Hondo Anaka models. Plenty to mod and paint for a couple of months."
Nice.
Hondo. You should paint a Hondo.
I didn't know they did a Hondo.
Protec says, "No probs, the other option is Phonus."
Yeah, of course I will.
Lee says, no, Mr. Stander says Lee has all the gear and yet can't find a pen while he's streaming. Lee says, "I couldn't find my butt with both hands at the moment." Yeah, I think he's a bit frazzled.
So now I'm going up to like this. It's not white, but it's a really light grey. And you remember, like with painting a black outline, when you're drawing like an edge, well, I'm doing the opposite now. So I'm using the whites or this really light grey to paint like super highlights. I wonder if the mics are picking up the bird call outside. They did last year.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
See, they only got to be like, as you're working down with the shadow, you can use like this, like on a real little point. That's all, and it just works.
Hold up, stop everything. Just remembered I'm sat here and I've got a whole packet of chocolate buttons behind me unopened.
Who's that?
Mr. Stander.
I've got sweeties as well, actually.
Richie C says, decided to clear out my wardrobe the other day. Found that order of service from my mum's funeral in an old suit pocket. That really hit me. Then I found my 2 Weekend Warlords shirts. That pushed me over the edge. Went full on Sonia off EastEnders.
Oh, Rich. You big girl. Pull yourself together, man. Come on. Bless him. So really not much now. And in fact, with my black, I'm just going to get a little bit, really get some water, so it becomes like almost a very sharp ink. And then anywhere that I just want to make sure that's tight. Look at that. That looks pucker. Just take the edge off that knee a little bit. It's a little bit too high. Okay. That's it. That's all we needed to do. What are we on now? What are we on? Focus wise.
We're on a 5. Just double check. Oh, no.
Ricky!
Unfortunately, we're that's what we're on.
What are we on?
I can't change it.
What do you even know what we're on?
Yes, we're on a 5. I can now change it.
Try and go to like a 10 or something.
There's a 10.
Okay. Cool, let's go back to 5. Yeah? Why are you holding the hit? Yeah. Heidi ho, Mr. Westman. Hi, Ryan. Hello, beautiful.
Okay.
Are you set?
Yeah.
Are you happy?
Yeah, that's a 5.
Alright, okay, good boy. So just quickly, before we move on to the next one, I need some gold. Let's have some brass scorpion. I just want to do a little something to the base, and then we're going to move on to Ultron. And we're going to try that technique again on Ultron, but maybe a little bit more successfully this time, because I wasn't completely happy with it, I've got to be honest. But hopefully it will look a bit better when we get to Ultron, because we've got more base work. So this is just, there's some shell casings on the base. And then I'm going to go over this with a bit of a wash, just so that we can hopefully get this base done as well as it dries up. What time are we on now?
We are on 8 o'clock exactly.
Oh, okay, this is good. That's what I thought. Half a one in about an hour. Just one there. I think that's it. Nope, there's one hiding. Give that a quick hair dry. Where's my hair dryer? Do you know what I forgot to say as well in this stream is like, big up Prince Philip. I love the royal family. I was very upset by it. So, big up. Flip! Top man. Worried about the Queen now, gotta be honest. Just Agrax, and then we'll do something to it afterwards with some simple little poppy highlights. The base colour on this was just an earth colour from Vallejo. I just wanted something a bit different on this instead of that blue grey. It wasn't like the city. What's you laughing at, Alex?
I was just trying to breathe.
Oh. Okay, cool. Let's try and do something with Ultron. He's not going to be easy, you know, because there's not a lot to him. It's just kind of like a silver guy with some I'm going to put some glow coming out of here, out of his eyes, and then out of this piece running over his head. Red eyes. Yeah, there's going to be like an orange red glow out of all these pieces. Like I said, coming here, eyes, and then here. But I want to do kind of something with... Let's play, right? Very Bob Rossy, like I said. So I'm just going to refresh my colours a little bit. Gunmetal. Somber grey. White. Definitely white. I think I might try something a bit different this time. And some silver. Might go into the whites before.
Hey, good job, Kev.
Finally changed my colour. Thank you. Okay, so... What?
Just got sent a reference.
What do you mean?
For you.
A what?
The Ultron from the film. Richard sent me a picture where you can clearly see where all the lines and stuff change colour. So it should help you.
And no, I don't know if I want to go that mad though. But cool. Bring it on.
So it's just like just a drawing. Here we go.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, pretty much where I've got it. So I'm definitely trying to straight away keep this darker colour inside certain parts, like as a liner.
prefer gold Ultron. Better colour to paint. Yeah. In fairness, is there any reference to gold Ultron?
Who's this?
That was James.
James. Oh, hello, Tartan. Jesus.
Oh yeah, gold Ultron's cool. I did really like Ultron in that film.
You did?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought he was a good bad guy too.
I mean, he was definitely limited. Like, he could have been a lot more powerful than he was, but he was still very cool. He was very gimped in the film, the original comics. He's an Omega level enemy, which is, I believe, the same as Thanos.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he should have been at the same power level. But at least they used him, I guess, and we got him as part of the universe. Yeah. They had to break time itself to actually kill Ultron in the comics, because he was that level of powerful.
Is this James?
Yeah.
Is he big into his comics?
Yeah.
Right, that makes more sense now you've said that. So we're going to do something with this colour as we build. This is going to work a bit more like painting a pastel. So even though he is metallic, he's going to have a bit more interest about him. More fun way of painting it rather than what most people do, which should be like a metal and then a wash.
Yeah.
And then a bit of a dry brush. We're not going to do that. It's working down the light. But he's still still got a long way to go up with him. What was that?
Kay says, in the comics, Ultron's only weakness are his array of daddy issues and bizarre cyborg girlfriend, who is also kind of his mum, but not really. I'd say it makes sense in context, but I'd be lying, Kay says.
I've never heard of it. I've got to be honest, I'm not a comic book nerd. I have respect for all you comic book nerds, Just was never one for reading them. Loved the pictures. So this is a bit like I was doing on Bucky, is I'm going to paint like a light down. That's why I painted like the darker colours underneath, because I'm not worried about that. I want to have the, you know, the light coming down. It is a bit of a hard colour to show as I'm painting, but you'll see as we get through it. And I reckon I'll rattle this one out as well.
Oh yeah, tell George they've explicit word Mancy's pie and mash. They've binned the kitchen off and turned it into a gentrified cocktail bar. Oh well, that's that then.
What? How is that even allowed? I thought it was listed. It was always going to have been dead from the minute the original owners sold it, because their recipe was a family thing. Oh man. Oh well, at least I had it.
Yeah, well that's it, yeah, me too, I guess.
Before it was gone forever from history. That's such a East London tradition.
Mr. Stander says, surely you don't have to paint the lights in glow on that now, Kay. Just give it to him.
Hi, thank you, my beautiful baby.
James says the storefront is unchanged. They have a beer garden out back. A beer garden? That sounds awesome, Kay says. No,
it's not. It's not meant to be that. It's destruction of a national heritage property. So guys, anyone that donates gets entered into, well, not anyone, the top 5 donators over the month get entered into our art giveaway, and this month will be something very nice. I'll let you know towards kind of the last week or two of the month. I'll let you know exactly what you're getting this month. But yeah, all donations gratefully received. Okay.
Oh right, he said a bear garden. That sounds awesome, rather than a beer garden. Mr. Stander, when you ever head down my way, I'll take you to a pie and mash shop in Malden. Malden on the Mud.
Malden on the Mud.
As in grizzly or polar. Yeah. Yeah, I'd probably go to a bear garden, to be honest. I mean, I remember when we were in Croatia, we went into this outside beer garden place that was just full of weird statues of things. The cool thing was, because it was really hot there, they just like sprayed you with mist every 20 minutes from the umbrella. It's cool.
So I added in some more silver. All sorts. Let's get some water in
The
there.
best salt in the world comes from Malden, apparently.
The best salt in the world.
I mean, to me, the best salt in the world comes from Melton Mulberry, doesn't it?
Why? Okay. Okay. I see what you did there, and I like it, Al.
Thanks. Many years ago, I went and saw where and how they make salt.
Who did? Paul.
Paul.
Man, those like You're a wild child, Paul. Many years ago. I mean, not now. Of course.
I've been down a salt mine in Germany.
Who's that?
Kev. Did he go to the system open?
No, I don't think that was in a salt mine, dude. There's no need for that. I think it was probably a school-based trip of educational value. Like where he was one of the teachers involved with Erdingham.
He was on a school trip some 45 years ago, Mr.
Okay.
Sander says. That was when he went and saw the salt mines. Some 45 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah, you feeling young now, Al?
Kev says it certainly was.
I'm sure he told me something about that. I might vaguely remember.
Saw one of the world's largest salt farms in Trapani in Sicily.
Trapani?
Yeah.
Who's that?
Captain Rex.
Okay. I know that I have had some very nice salt from North Wales. Sea salt. Very nice.
Went to Saalbach in Austria in 1996. One of the excursions into Germany and a salt mine. I went to Austria, but it went in 1996.
You been to Austria?
Yeah, we went with school to this, I don't know, like adventure resort place.
Right.
And we did like orienteering. It was actually my most disappointing breakfast I've had in my life, I think.
Go on.
Well, because we were school kids, we expected to get there and go, oh yeah, you know, Germany's all about their fried bacon and sausages. Yeah, wicked.
Well, it's never been about bacon. I don't know why you thought that.
I don't. We
Boiled
don't
sausages
really
and cabbage.
either, but no, it was like
That's what they're
cheese
famous for.
and ham, salami.
Yeah, nice.
Oh yeah, like it was nice, but it was disappointing. We expected a fry up, to be honest.
No, continentals don't do fry-ups.
In fairness, it's that breakfast that saved me on orienteering day though, because they gave us like an allowance to buy some stuff to go up the mountain, like go orienteering with in our groups, and everybody spent it on Haribo because it's really cheap in Germany. You know how much like Haribo you can buy, and yeah. So then I just made a whole bunch of sandwiches out of breakfast. I was the only one that wasn't starving by the time we got off the mountain. Modern sea salt, expensive because it wasn't made in salt pans, but in holes drilled into the estuary banks, produces much less salt. Than the salt pan method. King has it was somewhere in the Bavarian mountains. Near Birch's Garden, And then Mr. Stander said the Eagle's Nest.
What?
I don't know. They're talking about places in Germany. My German is not good.
Why not? You must try harder. Oh, Blue. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you so much.
We had to go down a wooden slide to get into the mine, Kev says.
Okay. You can tell it was 1990 whenever, because that wouldn't have got past health and safety now, would it?
That's what I was thinking. Captain Rex says Hitler's Alpine Retreat is what the Eagle's Nest is. Made a little hobby-related keyring for you, Rasta. Sent Alex a pic.
Who, mate?
Kay.
Oh, wow. Oh. It's like
that's cool.
Little friendship bracelet. I love it.
Yeah, but I feel like this is very much a in case of emergencies thing. Like this is quite cool. So made of resin, okay? Like, can you get into it in an emergency?
Let's have a look then. Oh, my foot's gone to sleep.
Here we go. Yeah, made out of solid.
It's no good to me, Kate. I only use Swan Morton's. That's an X-Acto blade. That would be no good. Nice try, but massive fail.
But it would be good.
I'm playing. I love it.
At tournament, right? Like when you need to just clean something up quickly.
What do you mean at a tournament when you need to clean something up?
Yeah.
What, because you're going to go into a tournament and not clean your mould lines off?
Yeah, well, you know.
That's when I'm going to realise
I
that.
know people like that. I was one of them, definitely. Kev says, I've sent you a pic I found on the net of the slide that we used. Mr. Stander says, health and safety, my first physics lesson had the grammar school had the teacher demonstrating a mercury thermometer. Unsurprisingly, he died from cancer some years later. And Kay says, yeah, solid block of resin. I wonder if she'd still be allowed to take down a plane. Mr. Stander says it was a large uncovered reservoir of mercury. Fumes from that are somewhat toxic. Yeah, but half the world was built out of asbestos at one point, right?
Yeah, loads of people got cancer from it, dude.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That doesn't make it a good thing.
I never said it was a good thing.
Oh, right.
I was just...
Yeah, we had it in our house. In London, all the bedrooms had asbestos in the ceilings.
We smashed up a bunch of panels at work and then had somebody come in and go, you know that's asbestos, right? So,
yeah, you shouldn't do that.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
Looking for that picture that Kev said.
So now I started to add the white. Into that mix.
There it is. Yeah, that reminds me slightly of the wooden bowling alley that we went to in Austria. Here we go. This was the slide into the salt mine that Kev was taking.
Holy moly. I just said holy moly. I don't say holy moly in real life, everyone.
Mercury isn't carcinogenic. It causes degenerative brain failure, hence mad as a hatter. Hat making use large amounts of mercury in the process of making brims, Kay says. Every day is a school day. I think one of those facts that I knew but had forgotten.
Where go you, Alex?
I need to evacuate.
Okay, your vac tubes, yes. Okay, you'll have to bear with me now because he's gone. And I'm trying to do this whole new thing of painting lots of figures for you in one go. So in order to do that, I need to focus. I'm going to go back in again with a few dark spots with some blues, bluey blacks. You'll see in a minute. But I'm still going up. I still want to go up another layer. Yeah, I know, Paul. Thankfully, I'm on the other side of the room, mate. We made a point of moving me away from the computer because we did have a few accidents. They don't like me. They do not like me at all. Yeah, okay, this is getting there now. We're starting to make some bigger leaps. Still nice and loose painting. Pretty much pure white. And then I'll go and do some darks. Still with a little mix of whatever dirty colours here. But really big. And then I'll put a few darks back in to pop things out. It's got a weird shine to it, but there's not a lot of metal actually in it. He's back. The stream's broken, dude.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. You knew, everyone. They told me to do it, Al. They told me to try and pull a fast one. No, they didn't really.
No, he's gone. There isn't really a big red button.
This makes a big difference. Wait till I get some reds and yellows in. This like top little highlight. Yeah, this would have been really dull unless we did it this way around. Definitely. Okay. This is pure white. It's going to be like nothing of this. Okay. Actually, a little bit here. Okay, so if I go back to this somber grey, bit of black. Quite a bit of water. Maybe even a touch more black. Okay. Now, let me hit some yellow and oranges and some red, and it will start to pop, because there isn't much to this figure. But I need to put some colour in now. So I'm going to start with an orange. Where are my oranges? Troll Slayer, Avengers, and what's that colour say? Something orange. Let's have a shake of these. Okay, that's not the right colour. This is, yeah, I like this. I don't know, something sunset.
Avalanche, maybe? Is it a yellow?
Avalanche, yeah, maybe. So it is a an air paint. But I have thinned it a little bit. So starting with the lighter colour first. And we can go back to this in a minute. So you've got to keep it wet. What are you drawing tonight?
More of the same.
More of the same.
I only draw one thing, don't I? Avalanche, sunset, awesome colour, really good base paint for yellow. Kev says.
It is quite a good cover considering a lot of what I'm going over at the moment is like a very dark colour.
Archnan says evening or...
Evening? Afternoon, don't you mean? It's right.
I mean, might even be a morning.
I thought it was a morning.
Archnan's like, no, we've entered the second half of the year where it's night all day now. He says, yeah, afternoon for me.
We must have caught him on the flip side
after
he's come back from a break.
Or maybe it's the weekend and he's just been...
Oh yes, Saturday.
Yeah,
it's Saturday. You're right, Alex.
Yeah,
that makes much more sense.
I have spent all day thinking it was Sunday. Okay, so...
I'm still a bit lost, and I've been back at work, and Scarlett's had school, and I'm still a bit... If I didn't have a calendar most of the time, in it, Al,
yeah,
we'd be all over the place.
100%. For some reason, I always think it's Friday.
It's just day.
Yeah, so all just mush.
Weekends disappeared years ago, though, didn't they? Sundays stopped meaning anything years ago.
Yeah.
The minute everything could open, and it was just not the same. I like the old times. The old times.
It's because of the Easter break. Sending the boy to school is the only thing that keeps the day separated for me. Kay says. Blue Galaxies, he said, gladly it's not yet. Archnin says, I only ever know, am I working today? Yeah. Yeah, same for me. For once, I almost wish it was Sunday, actually looking forward to Monday and seeing what brown stuff has hit the fan following my resignation. It was late on Friday, so still not even certain if the managing director knows yet. Captain Rex says the only way I know what day it is when I check my evening meal planner, which has been written beside it.
Okay, that's the first kind of yellow. I might do a little bit more just, but I can come back with this as well because I'm going to mess some of this up. I kind of do want them a bit higher, but it's going to be a bit of a back and forward here. I'm going to get some oranges in here in a minute and some red.
These old folks' homes are organised well, like that, Captain. Those are brave words. Mr. Standard just wants to fight everybody in the chat by the sound.
Seriously. And I know you're from Essex, but damn man, you're going to get battered. That's all there is to it. Right, let's do a bit of, get the bits of orange in here, because it's way too yellow at the moment. Where's my reds gone? So let's got some Mephiston red and some of this orange. Let's lighten this up a bit, this red. Lots of water.
I rarely get a weekend off, so I plan to enjoy it, Blue Galaxy says.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I done my weekend of getting stitched up last weekend, didn't I?
What do you mean?
Well, the fact that it was just me and one other duty left of people who weren't on holiday, and it also happened to be Easter, didn't it? Like, the time when the shop's busiest. We definitely got stitched up there.
How are we doing for time now?
It is 10:02.
Okay.
Yeah, Blue Galaxy says I know that life too well.
What life?
The life of people just happening to go on holiday and not realising that it's like Easter or Christmas. People tactically booking their holidays to get away from doing the harder weekends.
Scumbags.
I think more importantly it was the fact that they've gone, right, this is your new manager, the person who's going to be running the upper management in the store from now on. Also, your store's getting a refit, so it's going to be ruined for 2 weeks. Oh, and by the way, all of the other people that are duties are also going on holiday at the moment. So I mean, currently the pool of people is me, Morgan and Andy. It's the only people we got in to manage, because everybody else has decided to go on holiday during the refit.
A little bit more red in a couple of spots, and then I'll go back in with the yellow. And now this sunset, but I'm going to get some white into the mix. I've got some white there.
We used to book Mr. Stander says we used to book the 4 Easter working days off every year as we could get away in the caravan for a whole 9 days using just 4 days holiday. Yeah. Archie says it's really nice to be able to sit and paint whilst you're streaming.
Oh, wicked. Yeah, 'cause you're always working, bro, when we stream. Damn. Screwed that up.
Was tempted to do the same arching, but woke up at 5:30 a.m. today and did a couple of hours of painting before the rest of the house woke.
Who's that?
Mr. Stander.
5:30 a.m.
I was just about getting to bed.
I was about to say, what were you doing at 5:30 a.m. now?
Yeah.
I'm just about to go to bed, yeah. Burning my electricity all night long, shooting your imaginary bad guys, or watching a documentary about being a drug baron.
Space.
Or space. Yeah, it's either I want to be, what's his name out? My brain's gone. That's the guy, Pablo Escobar, or I want to live on Mars.
Why not do both? I'll become the first intergalactic drug dealer. Be remembered forever.
It's good that you got goals. Not necessarily so good what they are, but
it's good to have them.
It's good to. It's better to have them than not. Yeah. Yeah, I'll give you that. What?
Beep at a little, embarrassed monkey emoji. I don't think she appreciates my goals.
It's better.
Thank you for following Danger 035.
Thank you.
Goals are good, but Pablo wasn't the best man on Earth. But isn't that the point? I want to be the best man on Mars.
Yeah, there'd be no one there for you to kill.
Yeah.
So you'd be like the clean living Pablo Escobar.
Yeah. Me and the Martians be chilling. Imagine if I did it opposite. I went to Mars and then I started smuggling drugs back from Mars to Earth.
I suppose, but at that point it wouldn't be illegal because no one would have seen these things.
Oh, no. I mean, just like, I don't think there's any Martian drugs, but...
Oh, what you mean, like make it there?
Yeah, have a massive grow, like half the size of a planet, we'd fine. Yeah, throw in a couple of potatoes and stuff just so I can live long enough to harvest it and bring it back. And then I'll just call it terraforming. Watching the centre photo of what he's painted.
There we go.
Very cool. Be the only person. Be the only person to tag the Curiosity rover. That's an interesting garden noise.
Well, it is like 9 o'clock. I would imagine it's just the perfect time to start building something.
Yeah, of course it is. No, they're all into the whatever that side room is at the moment.
It's where they keep the gimp.
Well, yeah, about 3:30, 4 o'clock. They're slamming the door shut.
So there you go. Give me a better focus than that. Give me like a 7 or a 10. It's pretty close to finish without the base. What we got?
1, 2, 4, 10.
Less on the back as always, but that's the focal point. See how we worked back and forward with the orange and the red and the yellow and the white, and how we've got kind of like some shape on the metal, and the metal seems to be doing something. It's kind of a bit of a cheap non-metallic metallic, but same sort of principle, still the cartoony thing. Really simple. So that was like an hour. I know it had a base coat, but not bad for tonight. We haven't finished their bases, but not bad at all, I think. Really simple, really effective. You can really make these things pop. And you can see the painting's really loose. It's a lot of fun as well, painting like this. Yeah, so there we go.
Very nice.
Nice. You like those? We're certainly banging on now.
Mm-hmm.
We're certainly getting there, and I would imagine I'd give him like a gloss varnish all over as well.
So he make him shiny.
Yeah, so he's gonna like pop even more. He's gonna pop even more. And a few bits on the base. So I thought on the base I'd go with like a reddy brown to go against the blue cold of like the metal. So that should help to make him pop as well. And him having the earthy colour base will help. So yeah, that's tonight. Let's go full hour for a minute.
Give me a second.
Hoe laat is it? Even kijken. 1 minuut over 10. Okay. Right. It's time
What
for
do you
me.
mean 1 minute over 10? That's
Oh no, over 9.
yeah.
Sorry. Sorry, and this stream is now sponsored by multilingual Rastafarian Italian man. I hope you enjoyed it. We will be back. Are we back Monday?
Yeah, I believe so.
You're getting one Monday as well. Do you know you've had 3 this week?
Oh wow, should we take one back? By the way, I love the gloss finish on my Yoda ZTA cockpit. It's cool.
Yeah, I'm glad you love your little Yoda. We'll be back Monday, so you got 3 this week. I'm treating you, but next week I can't promise you'll get 2. I think that's why I did it, because there may be a hiccups in the works. But we'll let you know. We'll definitely be back Monday. I will be doing another one of these. I'll try and pick a different colour. I think we'll go for Vision, because Vision's quite a lot of painting. These couple that I've done, they've been kind of quick projects. I knew the actual paint job I'd be able to knock them out, but Vision's got a lot more going on, so we're going to have to take a little bit more time with Vision. And I'm waiting, as you all know, for Ragnar Blackmane from Games Workshop, like the big display model, to turn up, and then we're going to do a whole thing on doing Space Marine armour, and it won't be this cartoony style. It will be kind of akin to what we did with Gazgul. Yeah, it's great colours as well. I'm gonna really struggle with that green and purple. That's like my proper scary set of colours. But
well, in WandaVision, there was a different.
I should do the episode of WandaVision where it's all in black and white.
Just paint them both black and white. I think that would look wicked.
Paint them all black and white. That's really good. Okay, that's it really. We'll be back on Monday, 7:00. Have a great Sunday. Stay safe. Be kind to one another. One love. Peace.